Hey guys, me, it's Dr. Masud. Hey, I want to give you great advice on how to solve problems. So, whatever problem that you're having in your life, whether it's weight loss, whether it's health, relationship, business, doesn't matter. Here's how you solve problems. The first thing is what I found out is that if you don't do the first step, you won't do the other steps. So, you got to make sure you do the first step, don't miss it. You want to write down the problem. Now, why do you want to write down the problem? Because, see, you don't want your answers to come to you from an emotional standpoint. And when you have problems that sit in your head, they become emotional and you can't get that clarity. But when you write the problem down on a piece of paper, in your cell phone, in the computer, where you can actually see it, now the problem comes out of your mind and in existence in the electronic world. And now the problem is not in you, it's outside of you. So it's not inside you anymore. Now you're looking at it from a whole different perspective. And then you look at that problem and you get very specific, very clear on what that problem may be. And then you contemplate and you roll over it on all the problem of what it's doing to you in your life and what you can do now to make it better for yourself. But you've got to write that down. If you don't write it down, guys, I'm going to tell you it's going to stay inside you. You'll get mentally and emotionally drained from it. You'll see things not from the right perspective, and it can really destroy you. But when it's written down on paper or on the computer and you can actually see it, now you're literally always above it, and you'll get much more clarity that way, and things will start coming to you on how to solve that problem. Then you take massive action. With massive action and very, very strong conviction and authority and a belief that you're going to solve that problem, and taking more massive action and then making tiny little adjustments, you'll end up solving that problem. So the first step, write it down. Massive action, get crystal clear on the problem, massive action, massive certainty, and then make little adjustments and you'll solve the problem. So for example, let's look at your weight. You've been struggling with weight for a long time. You can't figure it out. Well, I've tried diets, I've done this and I've done that, and nothing's ever worked for me. Well, you write down that problem. Hey, this is the problem that I've had is with my weight, and I've tried this. These are problems, and it still haven't succeeded. Or I've tried a weight loss, or I've tried some products, I've done this, and nothing, I've never stuck with it. And so you start looking at all those problems, you wrote them down, and then you start thinking to yourself, if you were coaching yourself, what would just some of the solutions be on how you would solve that problem? Well, maybe the problem is not, something that you're eating. Maybe you're having some hormonal issues. Maybe the problem is with your cortisol or stress. Maybe the problem is due to inflammation of your gut that you don't even realize because you've never gone to functional medicine, you've never been tested. Maybe the problem is because of timing or food timing issues. Or maybe the problem is because of your lack of exercising or lack of will. But see, you're going to find solutions to the things that you had written down. Eventually you'll come to the solution, and maybe you weren't committed to it, and now you find yourself a coach, a mentor, a doctor that's going to help you, that's going to guide you, then to keep you directed. You start doing that stuff for you, eventually you'll start solving those problems, and then you move on to the next problem, because life's filled with problems. And the thing is that you want to do is you want to just keep solving those problems. All right, guys, take care. You have a great day.